Hey loves, it's your girl Sophie and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this beautiful look I achieved on my lovely model, and this is just going to be showing you how I do makeup on a client. The first thing I'm starting off is with prepping her face. I already cleaned her face off of camera with some micellar water, and this is the Tarte H2O moisturizer. She said that she had normal to dry skin, so I'm going to go ahead and apply that to prep. I also applied chapstick as well. For eyebrows, I'm using the BH Cosmetics Dip Brow, and I'm basically going with the natural brows she already has. She has gorgeous brows, so I'm literally following the shape that she has. So they look a little cray-cray now, which is totally fine because this is what's going to sharpen them up and make them look snatched. We're going to go ahead and just snatch her brows. I like to clean up under as well as above. And then I like to blend out the concealer that's on top of her brows so it won't look streaky or weird. To prime her eyes, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I absolutely love this concealer for priming. And to set it, I'm going to be using the Minimalist palette from LC Cosmetics. I'm using that beige to white shade, and I'm just applying that all over her lid to set that concealer. I'm grabbing the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm using these two transition shades, and they're kind of very orangey tones, which I love orangey tones for transition, and I'm just using that to apply it all over her crease. Now to start intensifying, I'm using this reddish brown tone eyeshadow, and I'm applying that just on the outer V of her lid and applying it a little bit up to her crease using circular motions and windshield wiper motions. Moving on to the next dark shade, this is a dark brown, and I'm applying it basically on the same area as last time. And this is just a process we're going to keep continuing to do until I'm satisfied with the intensity of this look. Finally, picking up a black eyeshadow, I'm using a smaller pencil brush for better and precise definition, and my technique to this is basically a back and forth movement on her lower lash line, and once I place the black eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and with a fluffy, clean brush, blend that upwards. The reason why I do this over and over again is because it's better to start with less than more, because once you have a big blob of black, it's really hard to take it off. And I'm going to continue that process until it's built up to my liking. I'm super excited to be using the new BH Cosmetics Aurora Lights palette, and I'm picking up these beautiful green blue shades, and I've come up with a cool technique that's basically a half cut crease without using concealer. So I'm getting a flat shader brush, and once I apply that shadow onto the brush, I'm getting a spray bottle with water, making sure it's very metallic. Once I've placed it on the lid, I'm going to go ahead and use a back and forth movement on her crease so it really defines and cuts that crease. To add some extra sparkle, I'm using this gold glitter stick from Pixie by Petra, and with the same brush, I'm just applying that onto her lid, the center of her lid mainly. Now for eyeliner, I'm going to be doing a winged eyeliner using the Tarte Clay eyeliner, and I'm using the same brush that it comes with. I have tons of these brushes. Basically how I'd like to do eyeliner is I first start off with the line across the lash line, then I'll flick up, and then I'll bring that back down, and then I kind of just work on it. It definitely takes a while, it takes a process. I've gotten a hang of it over the years, but you want to be patient when it comes to winged eyeliner. To highlight, I'm using these two shimmery shadows from the Morphe palette, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight under her brow bone as well as her inner corners to make her eyes pop. For lashes, I'm using the ELO Cosmetics lashes, and I'm using clear duo glue, and I'm first placing them onto the middle of her lash line, and then I'll connect on both sides. I always like to curl her lashes because this will help mesh the lashes together. And we skipped mascara because she is wearing lash extensions, but she gave me the okay to apply falsies on her. To prime her face, I'm using the NYX Photo Loving Primer, and I'm just applying that all over her face as well as down her neck. And foundation, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I'm applying that all over her face with a brush. So I know it looks a little bit too dark for her right now, but I always like to match my clients a shade darker because with all the contour and highlight, it will even out her skin tone. Now I'm going to be using a beauty blender just to blend everything together for a flawless finish, and always remember to apply down the neck as well. For cream contour, I'm going to be using this warm toned shade, and these are Bobbi Brown foundation sticks that were depotted. With that same brush, I'm going to go ahead and apply that onto the areas that we want to snatch and make them look smaller, around the forehead, on the cheekbones, the nose, as well as the chin. For highlight, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape that we used earlier to prime her lids, and I like to apply this under her eyes, and I like to bring it far down as well as the sides of her nose to make the illusion of a smaller nose, on the chin, down the bridge of the nose, as well as the forehead, and that's everywhere where I like to highlight and contour. I know it looks a little bit crazy now, but we're going to go ahead and blend that together. First, I like to spray some Skindinavia spray, and this is going to help make the blending process a lot easier. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my trusty damp beauty blender and just blend this whole mess of contour and highlight in together. A quick tip that I like to do to make that liner look super snatched, I get a concealer brush and I'll just sharpen it up along the liner and then blend it out with the beauty blender. A technique that I like to use to really snatch her cream contour is going back to the foundation, and right under that cream contour I like to clean it up to make it look super sharp. For powder, I'm going to be using the translucent powder from Laura Mercier, and with a brush, I'm just pressing this into her skin. Because she has dry skin, I don't want to bake because it's going to make her skin look even more dry. And then with a fluffier brush, I'm just applying this all over her face to set her face. For bronzer, I'm using MAC Give Me Sun, and I'm basically applying this into all the areas that we applied that cream contour, and this is basically going to give life back to her skin and make her look super bronzy and tan for the summer. You feel me? Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the same brush, and I'm pinching it to really sharpen up her nose. For blush, I'm using, of course, Milani Illuminoso, my all-time favorite blush. I'm going to go ahead and spray her face before applying anything to really make it pop. And of course, I'm going to be using Sophie Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Desert Sage. To give an extra pop, I'm going to be using this BH Cosmetics foiled glitter, and I'm just applying that onto the center of her cheeks. For eyeliner, I'm using the Sephora waterproof liner, and she does have sensitive eyes, so as you can see, I'm applying and then stopping for a little bit so she can blink. If I don't do this, she's going to water and mess up the makeup, so you want to make sure to take your time and go slowly. Going back to the Minimalist palette, I'm getting that black to really smoke out that lash line, and this is really going to help to intensify and bring together this look. For her lips, I'm using the MAC lipstick in the color Yash, and you want to make sure to sanitize your lipsticks before and after every client. To finish off this look, I'm going to go ahead and with a lip brush apply a clear gloss. To set everything in place, I'm going to spray her face one more time, and we also decided to apply some highlight onto her shoulders as well as her collarbone. Once that's done, this look is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful look I achieved on my model. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up as well as click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you are notified anytime I post. Bye guys!